From meat to French fries, plenty of Pinoys love to indulge in food with relatively high trans fat content. How does fat affect our bodies? We get answers from cardiologist Dr. Lourdes Ella Gonzales-Santos. Doc, thank you so much for joining us. Explain to us, what is trans fat and why is it bad for our health?
That's a great question. So when we talk about fats, we have to understand that there are different types of fats in the body. So we have what we call good fats, that's good cholesterol or HDL cholesterol. And we have LDL cholesterol, low density lipoprotein or bad cholesterol. I like to call it LDL lechon de leche. So LDL lechon de leche or bad cholesterol is actually what blocks the arteries in the body. If those arteries that it blocks are the ones in the brain, then that's when you have a stroke. If the blocked arteries are the ones in the heart, then that's when you have a heart attack. Now, when we talk about bad cholesterol, we have really bad cholesterol, and these are trans fat. So trans fat has a greater propensity to deposit in the endothelial lining to cause the blockages in the heart and in the brain. What is trans fat? Well, to be able to keep some food longer, they hydrogenate oil. So that means liquid oil, solid oil, liquid oil actually becomes solid when you place hydrogen.
Yes, so Doc, I'm already getting depressed because it seems like everything that you're saying, I eat. But, can you give us some examples of these trans fats that we buy from groceries and supermarkets that we always consume on a daily basis?
Yes. So our favorite, no? The ones we have for breakfast, the baked goods that have a lot of margarine. So yung pandesal, yung ensimada, empanada, the baked goods that we get. Siyempre, yung mga frozen pizza na binibili natin, kasama rin yan. Donuts that you get, that the kids eat after school, yan, trans fat din yan. Unfortunately, yung potato chips na favorite natin kainin at night habang nanonood tayo ng TV, habang pinapanood natin si Mr. Rico Hison, yon, marami rin trans fat.
So, what can we eat then? I mean, these are our favorite foods, favorite snacks that we munch on and chew on basically 24/7. What do we eat then?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so awareness is important, and that's the reason why now there's actually a policy where we're looking to try to eliminate trans fat. So we're increasing awareness. So I'm part of the Philippine Heart Association, and we've been working with groups so that we can try to see if we can push for this advocacy to remove trans fat from our diet. And how we're going to do that is by following Trans Fat Free Philippines on Facebook so that we can check to see if maybe people are really reporting if there is trans fat in the products that they're selling.
But is the political will really there? Is the political will there, Doc, to eliminate trans fat or at least eliminate part of it?
Well, because this is a worldwide advocacy. So there are actually countries worldwide that have started eliminating trans fat. And it's really just in the beginning stages here in the Philippines because not a lot of Filipinos are aware of trans fat and what its impact on health is. And that's why we appreciate having avenues like these where we can actually talk about trans fat so that people understand that it's out there and there is something we can do about it.
But the problem is...
that means when you guys...
But the problem is, Doc, I have a lot of friends who say, no problem, let's eat lechon, let's eat all of these fatty foods, these trans fat foods, and then after we do that, let's just pop in a pill that will try to reduce our fatty liver. Or
Sure. That's always the fear, no? I mean, we can take medications eventually, but again, understand the impact of this trans fat on your health may not be prevented just with medications alone. And so primarily diet and lifestyle modifications should play a very big role because again, avoidance of trans fat is not only great for us, but the legacy we give to our children is teaching them that these are foods that should be avoided. And
Okay.
awareness is primary.
So what is a good diet? What kind of food should we eat? And how often should we be seeing a doctor to check our health status?
Okay, so I love the photos that are being showed in the video here. So of course, green leafy vegetables we want. We want a lot of fruits in the diet. The more the color in your diet, the better. The green, the oranges, the yellows, that's what we want. We do want to minimize on trans fat, animal fat, beef, pork, and fried foods. Minimal. Particularly now that it's Burr months coming soon. So
Lahat ng
yung
mga
mga
bawal.
lechon de leche, kare-kare, na favorite natin, di ba? So maybe minimal. So fish, vegetables, and fruits should be primary in our diet so that we can instigate heart-healthy food.
Doctor, you're really disappointing a lot of us here in the studio. A lot of my crew here inside, behind the camera, are just nodding their head, that this cannot be. But it is really important if we want to live longer. Thank you so much for
Absolutely.
joining us on The Final Word and for your very good advice to avoid trans fat and all the fatty foods, especially during the Burr months. Cardiologist Dr. Lourdes Ella Gonzales-Santos.